Hey, you. So I'd be nice if I could recommend any other decent collector coins outside of the coins that I normally do gush over or recommend and comment on or show normally on my videos. So I've come up with this video of 5 coins that I see a lot of potential in. I'm labeling them my secondary best collector coins, my B team if say you, and these are coins I either don't actively collect, but I also see a lot of potential in them, and the potential that I can't deny, or anybody can really, no matter how much you may hate them. So I'm going to be showing them off here and also giving the reasons for why I don't actually actively collect these coins, and also just take a look at them here also. So this one I put out there from the beginning is just my own personal opinion. A lot of the coins I may show here may be your active first pick or your A team. You know, it's just my opinion, nothing definitive. These are just coins that I can definitely see potential in, but I actively don't collect, and I'll be pointing out for the reason why I don't actively collect them. So just making this short list, hoping maybe if anybody else can add on coins that I haven't mentioned, that, you know, whether it be a certain variant of the coin or a size or a type that does go on to do fantastic within that series. If you can put that down in the comments, it'd be great to know. So I'm just going to break into these 5 coins here. I'm going to be displaying them off of the website, as even the coins that I do have a few of, I don't have them at hand here today. So taking a look at the first coin that I do see a lot of potential in, but I don't actively collect, and as we can see here, it's going to be a coin that a lot of the guys like. I wonder why. Maybe for some of the attributes it displays, but it's going to be the Mexican Libertad coin. I did have a few of these at one point. I believe I had in the BU version some of the 5-ounce ones. They are nice coins, but for me, why I initially gave up on them, even looking for any potential deals in them, is I mentioned, I think once before, it was a little too much of the same thing for me with the Libertads. I know whether this old design, they moved on to this new one, but for me personally, and it can be a stupid thing, I'll be the first one to point out, especially if they do go on to sell for high numbers, but I'm spoilt to yearly changes in the design. If I'm not getting the annual change, it may not be something I'm going to be interested in. That's just personal preference, but with that personal preference, I don't think I'm missing out on too much, because I don't actively know what some of these coins go for on the secondary market, but I do know that they do well. There is some strong interest for certain years or certain dates or certain variations. So that's going to be the Mexican Libertad, whether in silver or gold. I do have a gold set, as I've mentioned recently. I do think it is nice. I do have a few more of the proof sets. The kilo, I believe I sold that. That was sold, and a few other bits and bobs I've sold. I don't actively collect them, but I do know cherry picking some of these coins here can go on to do great things, especially pick them up for the right price. So that's going to be the Mexican Libertad coin that I see good potential in, but I don't personally collect. So it would be technically in my B team if I wasn't. So getting straight into the next coin, we're looking at the Benin wildlife coins. Now this is the only coin that I can see that I can display here. So we take a look here at the back of it and get back to the front side. So these are nice coins. Looking at them here, I absolutely knew nothing about these coins. These were not on my radar at all. An individual had left a comment on one of my videos and mentioned these. I believe it was Russell Berry. He was saying that he was collecting them. They were sleepers. When we're looking at the wildlife coins, I'm actively collecting the Rwandan African wildlife coins. So for me, that's more than enough, and I've seen that they do a little better than these. But the crown jewel on this is what every collector or investor wants. It does have a very low mintage on the BUs of 5,000. I don't know where they currently are. I've seen some of the secondary market sales prices. They don't tank, which is a good thing if you are collecting in small numbers and just want to be able to make a small little profit at a later date. I think some of them do actually sell for quite a high premium. But once again, another series that is out there that I know of, but I'm not actively collecting. Why I'm not, I would say I was a little too late to the party on this one. And I've got my hands full with the Rwandan wildlife series that I find personally more attractive than this one here. But the designs are stunning. If you was ever looking for somewhat of a coin that wasn't out there in the open or doesn't have a lot of hype behind it, this is definitely one of them. So you're going to be looking for the Benin Wildlife Series. So this is the 2015 zebra. I believe you can get a lot further back. As I mentioned, I'm not really into the series, so I don't know when they started, but there's a good 5 or 6 out, I believe, already. So that's just another coin there that I can definitely see a lot of potential in that I'm not actively collecting. So we're getting to the third coin. It's a coin here that everybody knows, and it's on a lot of people's A-team or first pick, but this is going to be the Somali elephant coins. Now this series I actually love, and it's a shame that I'm not really actively able to collect these coins here. Now the only reason why I don't collect these Somali elephants is purely because of the quality control on some of these. Now that's a shame straight off the bat, because we're looking at the 2018 design. I think it's absolutely stunning. I think it's a very stunning design. I did actually at one point consider picking these up in gold just to maybe avoid some of the problems as to why I don't collect them, and that's going to be I would say they are somewhat gunning for the Royal Canadian Mint title. A lot of their coins tend to spot up a lot sooner than later, which is a shame, and it was the main reason why I actively didn't look into investing in these coins. They are very nice coins. Some of the designs are a lot stronger than others. Some look more poo-poo than the others, but when they do have strong designs, they are very strong. And on the secondary market, I've seen firsthand through a bit of research, they do sell well, and they hold their value also. So it's definitely a series if you're not involved in or didn't know about. It's pretty hard to not really know about, but you know, they do well on the secondary market. So for a collector coin, it's one you may want to look at. But for me, actively, I've got a lot on my plate. If I could, I would, but currently I have no intentions of even backtracking on these coins, because they can get very pricey. But this current design is very, very nice. Getting even the gold in a full set, so I could just have all the motifs, wasn't an option, because they get kind of pricey when you're backdating. So just looking at these, I think I have the kilo, the anniversary kilo, which is my avatar. I'm very happy with those. That just gives me a lot of the designs in one small place. But other than that, it's a series that I would have, but I can definitely see a lot of potential. But the one thing that held me back from really going in on these was that they were suffering from the old milk fairy problem. So they was very bad in that they was milking up a lot sooner than later. That would be the only thing that kept me away from these coins, which is a shame. Now I know individuals that mention they have rolls of these and they've never suffered, so it's just one of those things. But I heard a bit more horror stories than good stories. So that's going to be the Somalian elephant for a third coin in the pack. So getting on to the next coin, as we can see, it's one that many would have in their first pick, and rightfully so, and that's going to be the Chinese panda. Now I've done a video on these before when I found a few fakes in a date run that I had, and that's going to be the #1 reason as to why I don't collect these. For me, why I don't actively collect the pandas, I have a butched date run that I'm going to be putting up for sale sooner than later, and it was just that they are rife, absolutely rife for fakes, and that's the main reason that put me off. I never actively looked into these, but I can tell you I am fully aware that some of these coins sell for very high premiums on the secondary market. The collector high premium, when we're talking proof, whether it be fractional or gold, also sell for very high premiums, and a lot of the older coins go on to sell for very high premiums. So I'm totally aware of that. It's just something that didn't tickle my fancy once I had my mind set up, and I just didn't like the problems that came with them, because when selling on the secondary market, you then have to go that extra mile to be able to prove that they're authentic. It just wasn't for me. Also, currently on a lot of the newer designs, they've just ramped up mintage a lot, where they're down there churning out enough to feed a whole continent. So it's just not of interest to me. The mintages are way too high on the newer releases. But I would say, from what I do know of these, if you want to cherry pick and get some of the older coins and just get them from a good reputable dealer, you can definitely be seeing some nice profits on these coins, because the pandas do have a very strong following. But for me, it was a coin series I turned down. But as I mentioned, I've got a butch date run that I'll be putting up at some point, so I just didn't actively continue from there. But this is another coin that I can see a lot of potential in, but I don't actively collect whatsoever. I only did really pick up the date run that I done the standalone video on. So that's going to be these Chinese pandas. And now last but not least, we're going to be looking at another elephant coin, and this is the Zambia. And this is another elephant coin. These are from Zambia. We can see those here, and we can see some of the prices being displayed there in euros. This was a coin source I knew absolutely nothing about. Once again, recently became aware of them. They are asleep. I do love the elephant coins, but looking at some of the secondary market, these tend to be kind of hard to come across. They're that scarce on the secondary market. Now, I would have jumped on them if I did know about them, and that's the only reason why I'm not collecting them. Another coin where it's going to be too little too late. But we take a look at, I think this motif here looks really nice. So taking a look at one up close, that's what you're seeing and getting. If I would have known about these, I would have got into these. There's no way I'll be backtracking. I don't know what the quality is like. I haven't seen a lot of them displayed even on YouTube, but definitely a series to be able to come along them, find them for a bargain that you may want to get involved in. So that's going to be the Zambia Kwacha elephant coins. So it'll be fantastic to know once again what coins you lot would add to your list or B list that definitely do have some potential but you don't actively collect. So hate or love it, guys. It'll be fantastic to know what you think of this video. Go ahead and follow me on my new platforms that I'm on, that I've left in the description. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll catch you guys on the rebound.